All right, moving on to another counter and a company-specific news, which is doing well in an otherwise tepid as well as weak market. We are talking about Advait Energy Transitions. That particular counter is gaining over 3.5% in trade, and the news trigger has been that 30 megawatts of Alkaline Electrolyser assembly facilities phase 1 has been inaugurated. All right, Shalin Sheth, who is the promoter and managing director of Advait Energy, joins us now. Shalin, always a pleasure to welcome you on NDTV Profit. Now, my first question is with regards to the capacity, the overall commissioning of this particular 30 megawatts facility, and when will it start really performing and adding to the quarterly performance?
First of all, thank you very much to NDTV. It's my privilege to be with you.
Thank you.
Coming to your question, yes, the facility is now ready, and we believe that this facility will start performing from the Q1 next year.
Q1 of next year means the financial year FY27 Q1 is when it starts performing. So give us a revenue potential for this electrolyzer facility, as well as also the capacity utilization that you're aiming for in the Q1.
See, every player in this field have been waiting for the right moment to come. So at the moment, rather than focusing on the revenue, we are focusing on building up the capacity and our growth plan in terms of manufacturing capability, completion of the technical capability, completion of the design, etc. So I'm proudly saying that we are ready for the industry to pick up. Of course, the revenue potential will be coming in year 2027, Q3, Q4, because we believe that more than 1,000 megawatt of electrolyzers are required to be procured by the developer for the recently bidded ammonia bids, and additional about 2 to 3 megawatt, that is 2,000 to 3,000 megawatt of electrolyzers are required to come again in next 1 year. So we believe that the industry will pick up the revenue by the Q3, Q4 by the next year.
All right, Q3, Q4 of next year. So it's we are looking at less than 1 year timeline for the revenues to start kicking in. When we look at the execution timeline of your order book, which is around 1,000 odd crore rupees, and you had seen a huge amount of uptake on a YOY basis, you said 75% will be completed by FY27. Can you give us a status check on your order book execution, Shalin?
Yeah, you rightly said we'll complete about 75% of the order book by the year. And we are expecting about additional 1,000 crores order book in next about 1.5 quarter. So that will take care of our growth of 35 to 40% on year-on-year basis.
Right. So order book execution is on track. But Shalin, you said that there are also many Capex plans and expansionary plans that are on the anvil. Can you give us key updates and also the overall Capex and funding requirement? Can we focus and get a little bit of update on that as well?
At a parent company, that Advait Energy Transitions Limited, we have been expanding our facility for existing business, that is for the manufacturing of the ERS, specialized conductor, stringing tools, tower erection systems, etc. So that is needing a capex of 100 crore rupees. That is being funded by internal source for the capital side, that is the equity side, and we already tied up the date with the banks. So we don't need any outside funds for the parent company. For our subsidiary company, Advait Energy Private Limited, we have the total capex plan between 250 to 300 crores in next 1.5 to 2 years. Of that, the phase 1 capex we are taking via equity route, which will happen in the Q1 for this year, and balance will tie up with the debt and equity routes in next 2 to 3 quarters.
All right, and debt, how much does it stand, and your leverage picture, Shalin?
Currently, our debt to equity ratio is below 0.25. And after we'll put the phase 2 expansion, which is about 100 to 300 megawatt of electrolyzers and our upcoming battery manufacturing facility. So that will have the total debt roughly about my debt to equity ratio at the manufacturing and EPC level will be about 0.5 to 0.6.
Right. So it's more than double escalation that we are looking at because of the Capex and the expansion. Last word on the overall top line as well as margin guidance for FY27, Shalin, before we let you go.
Yes, we have been maintaining our EBITDA level in a parent company, that is a power transmission distribution system, between about 14 to 17% at EBITDA level. And our upcoming new business, this year we'll be rolling our EBITDA about 8 to 10%. And we'll keep on improving in next 3 to 4 years, because we have driven our business to get the capacity and then capability and then qualifications. So I believe that for each business in year 2027, we'll be ready to take on the profit side, expanding.
Right. Several plans on the anvil. The stock is doing well, 3.7% up in trade. Shalin Sheth, always a pleasure speaking to you, and we'll get back to you as many of these plans really fructify and start contributing to your overall performance. All the best for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.